So good day everyone. So today in this video I'm about to perform cable crimping. Now in this cable crimping we need also to remember that when it comes to cable crimping, it has straight through and crossover type of cable. And also before we perform, we need also to prepare our materials. First is we have our UTP cable, the unshielded twisted pair, which is a Cat 6, which means that the outer layer is much harder than the Cat 5, which is soft layer. And also we need to prepare our RJ45. RJ45 is a pass-through. This one is pass-through RJ45, and then this means also that the wires coming from our UTP cable will just pass by through our pass-through register jack 45 or the RJ45. And also after that is we need also to prepare our tools, which is the crimping tool. This one is has a blade, which means that it is mainly used for pass-through RJ45. And so also please be remind when it comes to color coding of our UTP cable, that means that we have class A and class B, which means that when it comes to straight through, both ends is the same color coding, which means that in straight through, for example, in straight through, these ends means class B or class A, and the other end, which means that if you cut this one and the other end must be also the same color coding. Now when it comes to the crossover, it has also different, which means that if this end is for class B color coding of cable, and then the other one must be class A, which means that both ends does not the same color coding, or I mean is not the same color coding. So right now I'm about to perform. So first is we need to get our UTP cable. First things is we need also to be careful when it comes to perform this one, because our crimping tool has a blade that will strip or the UTP cable. So again, hold this one, shift the down shift, and then just roll your UTP cable slightly, that you will not bleed our UTP cable, because if you bleed, the tendency is the wires inside will end up as faulty because it already been cut. So the next step is you need to separate those colors, and then this one is the separator for our wire coming from our UTP cable. You need to cut that one, and then you can push down a little bit of it. And then since I am about to first is to perform the straight through, I'm about to pick the color of class B, which means that this class B has a color coding of white orange orange, white green blue, white blue green, white brown brown, because in the work the common use for straight through cables were the class B. So as you separate the four colors, you need to then untwist the paired wire first, which is the white orange orange. So in case that since class B I am about to follow, then I need to strengthen these two wires, the white orange orange, and the next color must be white green, white green, and the next color of the wire must be the blue. So white blue, and the next is white blue, blue, white blue, and white green, and again the white brown brown. Now in this portion, as you can see, these wires are still not yet at straight proportion. Now all you need to do is just to get your RG45 or your cable crimping tool, and then you can use it as um, alignment tool for your wires. You don't have to worry, because later part you just have to cut it right away. So again, before you insert your wire to your RG45, you need to verify the color coding. So again, first is, since I'm about to follow the class B of color coding for the UTP cable, I need to identify first its alignment. So first it must be white, orange, orange. Next it must be white, green, blue. White, orange, orange, white, green, blue, green, white, brown, brown. So that's the color coding for the class B. And after that, you need to cut. So the best way for the pass-through is that there's no room for error, because you just have to strengthen your wires. Means that if you strengthen and straight it right away, the tendency is that you'll just pass by, because your RG45 is a pass-through. So there's no room for error for the pass-through RJ45. And also please be reminded that when it comes to cable crimping, must also be minded that there's so-called as bad crimping and good crimping. Bad crimping must be, the bad crimping is if this insulator expose the wires, tendency is it will fall into bad crimping. So this one, I'll just show you this one. If you crimp like this one, is so called as bad crimping. Now if you ensure that the insulator of our UTP cable is inside of our RG45, then the tendency is it will also somehow prevent of becoming a bad crimping, because there's also a physical tendency on the environment. And the next step is, before you crimp, you need also to check if the wires is aligned with its color coding followed. So first is white, orange, orange, white, green, blue, green, white, brown, brown. And then if you verified it already, all you need is to insert your RG45 to your crimping tool. But also please be reminded that this RG45 won't get inside in your in your cable crimping tool if it is not the same positioning. So that is why we need to ensure first. Then if you already check that your color coding is already in its position for the color to be followed, means that you can proceed to crimp your RG45 and connect with the UTP cable. So the next step, since I'm about to perform again, is to follow the class B, because I'm about to perform the straight through. I'm about to perform the straight through, means I just follow the class B classification. And then to cut this one, you need to just cut right away. And again, just the same process, and then just roll. So in pass-through pass-through RG45, it doesn't need to estimate the range of the wire that will be going inside the RG45, because it is a pass-through. Unlike with those RG45 that is not a pass-through, which is a somehow difficult to perform. And then to push inside the separator. And next step, so as you can see that I cut the wire more than which is needed, but all you need to do is just to perform again. So just be careful when it comes to performing the stripping of wires. Again, and just cut this extras. Again, separate, and then cut the separator, plastic one, and then push little bit of And then I need to follow the class B. Then so I need to follow the class B since I'm about to perform the straight through. I'll just follow the class B. I don't want to follow the class A. Class A is just okay, but at the same time, when it comes to the workplace, class B is the most preferred one. So white, orange, orange, white, green, blue, white, blue, green, white, brown, brown. Again, get your crimping tool, just use it as alignment tool, and then cut and get the RG45, and then again verify before you go or let the wires insert to the RG45. Just verify first. So this one is not aligned much as a straight one. Just two: white, orange, orange, white, green, blue, white, blue, green, white, brown, brown. This is the common one that is being used at the workplace, or the common so-called the class B. And then insert your RJ45 to the wires. It will not goes inside if the wires are not straight well. Yeah. So again, I just need to verify this one first because they becoming separated to the others. Let's cut. And then straightly will just pass by. White, orange, orange, white, green, blue, white, blue, green, white, brown. So by the way, if you want to insert your RG45 to your wire, you must also need to identify which ways or facing our RG45 with. Again. For a while. Okay, here we go. So white, orange, orange, white, green, blue, white, blue, green, white, brown, brown. Class B of UTP cable crimping. So this one is the facing, not this one, not this one. This one is the right way. So just pass by as long as your wires are straight in line with the tunnel coming from our RG provider, and it will just goes by. So this one is a good crimping, not a bad crimping, this one. So white, orange, orange, white, green, blue, white, blue, green, white, brown, brown. If you are sure that it is already in line with its line or the color coding to be followed, then directly crimp right away. Then cut. And so this two is already done for straight through. So that's how to perform your cable crimping. Basically, you just need, if you're already good with cable crimping, then it's basically you can go it with within 5 minutes to perform this one. You just have to verify the color coding first, and just need to get the cables tested. Sorry for the cut video because our phone is already been at full speed. Right now I'm about to test if our cable crimp straight through is okay or not. This one. Okay, so we still follow the class B classification for cable crimping. The white, orange, orange, white, green, blue, white, blue, green, white, brown, brown. This is how you look at or oversee the color coding. Now, so right now we are about to test our cable crimp for the LAN cable via cable tester. So it must be that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it must be like that, whether class A or class B, as long as it is a straight through. So that's all. Thank you for your watching.